Good morning, Kelly. Come on in.
Thank you.
Well, good morning, everybody. And Kelly, thank you for giving me this opportunity to address all the citizens of Clearwater. The office is a little sparse. I've only been in office for 26 days now and haven't brought anything in, so it has not seemed like a priority with everything that's going on with COVID-19. So Kelly had asked me just to give everybody a little bit of an update of what is going on with the city, so I'll try to do that in a very brief time frame. First of all, thank you for tuning in, and I thank all the people out there for their patience. This is obviously a really difficult time for everybody. First of all, we're concerned about everyone's health. We want people to stay safe, be smart about how they're interacting with others, and all the surfaces and conditions out there. So please be careful, not only for yourself, but for those around you and your loved ones. You know, when I was mayor from 2005 to 2012, we went through some fairly difficult times with the Great Recession. And just as back then, we will get through this time as well. We are a strong community, a strong nation, and together we're going to persevere and we'll be victorious over this. But in the meantime, I would ask for people to be really patient with others. Stress is a very unusual thing, and it manifests itself in different ways with different people. And so just understand that everybody out there is under a level of stress. We thank all of our first responders, our police and firemen, and all those in the medical community, and also people at drugstores and our Publix and Walmart who are taking care of our everyday needs and making us just a little bit more comfortable. So let's talk about some of the things that are going on. We still have a stay-at-home order that was given by the governor. He has a reopening task force that is looking for ways to reopen Florida, and they are going to come back with results this afternoon. We're filming on the 24th of April, so those recommendations will come back to the governor, and he will make a decision next week as to how and when the state will reopen. Currently, the city of Clearwater has not closed anything. That has been mandated by the state and the county. And so when we hear from them, we will make decisions as to how Clearwater will reopen. I would imagine it is going to be slow with a lot of new mandates for distancing, which I believe will be with us until we either have a vaccine or we have antivirals that are proven to be effective against the virus. So right now, pools are closed. Most non-essential businesses, the beach. We have opened up a lot of our trails and some of our parks, but not playgrounds, because the playground equipment is not necessarily sanitized. So we ask you to keep kids away from playground equipment, even if there is not supervision at those parks. We are trying to follow all the best protocols, and I would ask you to continue to keep track of what those are. If you go to www.myclearwater.com, you will see up at the top left corner, we have a COVID-19 tab that gives you all sorts of resources, best practices for keeping you and your family safe, and what is going on with city services. So we have only had essential city services operating, and that would include police, fire, and solid waste. Now, with solid waste, that only includes your brown barrels and also your recycling bins, although we are not doing recycling right now. So if you put both bins out, because a lot of people are staying at home now and creating a lot more garbage, we will pick up both of those bins, but understand they are going into the same cycle of waste. They're going to the county incineration plant that takes garbage and turns it into energy. So right now we are not picking up yard refuse, and we are not picking up recycling per se, although we will pick up the recycling barrel. Once we get back to some normalcy, we will start to pick up yard refuse. But the city manager, Bill Horn, did not think that that was essential. I know it's the spring. People are doing a lot of yard work. We will be getting back to that, but we're putting protocols in place to keep all of our workers safe, because they actually handle that garbage, whereas your brown barrel is picked up by a mechanical arm, and there's really no human interaction there. Boating is still allowed as long as you don't have more than 10 people on the boat, and if you're anchoring, you can't anchor more than 50 feet closer to another boat. So I've seen a lot of boating going on. There's a lot of activity out on Beach Walk, which is now open, but again, we ask for social distancing. There are food donations going on right now. Salvation Army, RCS are taking food donations. Salvation Army on Wednesdays are doing food giveaways along with Feeding Tampa Bay. That occurs every Wednesday at 3:30 at their social services complex, which is at the corner of Druid and Highland Avenue. There are a lot of people coming for that, so if you need it, we ask you to avail yourself of it. If you don't, there are people that literally that's the difference between them eating and not. Also for children, we are doing daily feedings with food that can be taken home at the Ross Norton Center from 12:30 to 1:30, Monday through Friday, and then at the North Greenwood Rec Center from 1:30 to 2:30. That's every Monday through Friday for children that were on free or reduced lunches. Have a lot of questions again about COVID-19. Please check out the website. I've also talked to Dr. Grego, who is our superintendent of schools. He is hoping to do graduations in person in June or July, but if that does not happen, it will be a virtual graduation. They are already looking at different scenarios for the school year in 2020-2021. We've also been working with the school system because unfortunately June is approaching, which means hurricane season will be starting, and schools are one of our primary evacuation areas. And normally if we have evacuations, there's 10 square feet per person, but with the new CDC rules, it would be 100 square feet per person. And so there's going to be capacity issues. The city is working hard on trying to figure out where we would have additional evacuation sites, because unlike previous hurricane seasons, we probably will not be sending people out of state because other states will not want all of our citizens going there. Please stay tuned to myclearwater.com and also to our TV station, where we're constantly doing updates. A couple other things that are going on right now. The Chamber of Commerce, which is now called Amplify Clearwater, is working on a recovery task force for businesses. They are going to be coming out with their recommendations later this afternoon, and those will be given to the City Council for them to look at and perhaps act on some of those recommendations. And then also we have the CNC, which is the Clearwater Neighborhoods Coalition. They today have given the city several recommendations to help strengthen neighborhoods. So we will be looking at that. Our next council meeting is on May 7th. We'll be having a work session a week from this coming Monday. So please stay tuned to that on Seaview TV. And I just thank you all for your patience, perseverance, and the fact that you are helping others, either directly or through charities. God bless you, and please stay safe.